What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane coming to you with the 20 new characters that we can look forward to seeing in season 4 of Tyler Perry's Sistas. Before I jump into all of these character descriptions, which was pulled from the casting notice before they actually shot this season, I want to give a special shout out to I am Jasmine, who DM'd me this information on Twitter. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you sharing the love and the info, and I am super excited to create this video. Hope you all are heading into the New Year's happy, healthy, and safe. But without further ado, let's talk about these new characters. Logan, late 30s or 40s, black male, handsome but intimidating. Logan presents himself as a sketchy street guy who is probably a drug trafficker. Later, Danny discovers he's an undercover agent. His cover was so convincing it is hard to believe he is an agent. He flirts with Danny, a gay agent, while he waits. She is not interested and turns down all of his advances. Y'all, I'm not even gonna hold you. After looking at these breakdowns for these characters, I am so excited for all of the new life and blood and story that is going to be injected into the series that is Sisters. There's a bunch of things going on, and it's not just the same circle of relationship drama and same old people and same old places and same old things. It's like a bunch of new stuff. Like it's literally 20 new characters. I'm too excited. Next up, Howard. 40s to 60s black male. Oh, and Logan is a reoccurring character. Howard is Danny's boss. Danny feels like a human trafficker, maybe at her gate, but he doesn't take her claim seriously. Howard is an honorary older guy who happens to be one of Danny's supervisors. So we're going to see Danny have a little dust up at work, and that is probably what is going on in the trailer where we see that guy run off and Danny looks like she's about to take off her shoe and throw it. We see, like a little police officer or something there, and then another person and Danny, and this probably has something to do with this human trafficking storyline. It's going to be interesting to see how Danny even identifies this. There's also another character tied to this storyline as well, so I'm going to mention them later on. If you would love to read all of the character descriptions, I have them posted up now on ericavane.com. The link will be in the description box down below so that you can read them all for yourself as well. But moving on, Tanya. 30s black female. Tanya is one of Karen's clients. She just finished getting her hair done and is waiting for her new date to pick her up from the salon. When her date arrives, we realize he's an ex of one of Karen's best friends. This is a recurring character. So my first thought was that Tanya was going to be who Preston is going out with now, but there is another character who is tied to Preston. So this might be who Calvin is seeing after Sabrina, because Lord knows we have some interesting updates about Sabrina and her love life in season 4, because she has a couple new people entering her storyline. Airport officer, 40s, open ethnicity, male or female. The airport officer is called to address a concern that there's a passenger who is trafficking a young girl at the airport. Again, this is probably tied to the scene where the guy runs off. And Danny's trying to throw her shoe at the airport. This is just one of the officers. Police officer, 20 to 30s, all ethnicities, male. The police officer pulls Andi and Karen over. Both women are concerned when he asks them to step out of the car, only to find out that someone has played a cruel prank on them. The police officer turns out to be a good-looking actor sent by Gary. All right, y'all, if you missed it, I did do a season 4 teaser breakdown where I broke down all of the trailer for season 4 that we have seen thus far. And I talk about Gary giving Andi this car and Gary being the reason why they get pulled over in that video. So I will link that video in the description box down below, as well as the cards up above, so that you can check that out after this. But clearly Gary is not going anywhere anytime soon, and he's still up with his latest shenanigans. Why would he gift her a brand new Rolls Royce and then have her fake pulled over? I don't know. Is he going to try to come to the fake rescue for her? It's giving very weird vibes. Gary is literally somebody who Andi needs to leave alone. I'm low-key upset that she even accepts the car from him. I get that it's a Rolls Royce and all that, y'all, but Gary comes with way too much crap to be putting up with all this stuff. And it ain't it to me it's just not that worth it. Like it's just really not worth it. Now if you think that it's worth it, let me know in the comment section down below. But look at this. Like we literally have a police officer that's gonna pull them over. We see this in the actual trailer, and it's all gonna be a hoax. Black people don't play like that. We don't play with the cops. We don't play with getting pulled over on the side of the road because it doesn't end up well for all of us. So no, none of this is funny. The fact that Gary would think that this is funny just further proves the point that Gary is raggedy, a creep, and should be left to his own devices alone. Why can't this boy find a hole to jump in and stay there? I'm just very confused. Bio, 30s, black male. Very handsome and charming. Bio is an African prince who recognizes Sabrina at a restaurant with her on again, off again boyfriend, Calvin. Calvin is offended when Bio attempts to get Sabrina's number while they're on their date. This person must be comfortable with speaking in African accent, and it will be reoccurring. We see him in the actual trailer when he stops and introduces himself to Sabrina. And we see Calvin look a little shady, look a little annoyed with this. So I'm really, really excited for this. And also, there's a few other characters tied to this particular storyline. So Bio, again, he is recurring, and he will. So that means he'll be reappearing, and it'll be a little bit more than just a hi and a bye, y'all. And I can't wait because I think that Sabrina and Calvin needs to go their separate ways, some time apart or something. Something needs to happen for them to basically figure out if they really do want each other or if they don't. Because what they have been doing the past 3 seasons is not it. And I want better for both of them. Johnny, 30s, black male. Johnny and Bio are friends. He encourages Bio to say something to Sabrina, not realizing she's on a date. Okay, so he's just going to be a little wingman. He's going to appear this one time. And okay, that's going to set the scene for that. I think we're going to see him actually in the first episode, but we going to see. Jake, 30s black male. Jake is an investing and financial whiz that works with Gary. He assists Zach with a stock he's recently purchased. He and Zach develop a close friendship, reoccurring. Yeah, I think that Jake is the same Jake that's mentioned in the character breakdowns for Zatima. So we will see one of these characters cross over. When you look at Angela, who is Fatima's best friend, she is dating a guy named Jake, and that Jake was described as Zach's best friend. So we're going to see Zach and Jake develop their friendship over the course, I think, of the first half of this season. Because I definitely think that we're going to see Zatima premiere during the mid-season finale of Sistas, so we can kind of keep that whole world going. And it's going to be on BET Plus. If y'all want to know the intimate details about what we know right now in reference to all the characters and the plot and all of that for Zatima, you can check out this video that I have on the channel right now, as well as I have all of the breakdowns for the characters from Zatima as well on ericavane.com. I'll link in the description box down below. But again, Jake, to me, this is the introduction of Jake so that we can get to see, start to see some of who is in Zach's corner. We also are going to see his brother in the Zatima special or the Zatima spinoff. But Jake is getting introduced here. And I love that. I love that we're going to see a melding of the two worlds. That's one thing that I talk about a lot, and that I really want to see more crossovers between the people within, Tyler Perry's universe, because all of it seems to be pretty cool and tied together. Like I would love to see them do a little bit more crossovers with the guys on Bruh, and really just string a lot of these storylines together because I think it can make it so much more interesting and it can really build out this whole universe. All right, doorman, 30s to 60s, open ethnicity, male. This is the building manager at Andi's high rise. He congratulates her on the recent purchase of the penthouse in her building. And while this character, y'all, feels like it's a one off and it doesn't really matter, I saw this and my red alert went crazy because I don't think that Andi bought this penthouse on her own. I think that Gary bought her this penthouse. And this is why this is going to be a big major point to point out. Hopefully he bought it for her. He didn't buy it in his own name because I don't put anything past Gary's manipulative trifling behind. But clearly, he is literally not going anywhere. We see in the trailer that he tells Andi that he wants another try, he wants another chance, and then that's when he gives her the car, and she says it's too late, but she still takes the car. So I could definitely see him going up another notch and trying to give her this penthouse. And it's just like, bruh, it don't matter if you lasso the damn moon and bring that shit to her. We are done, okay? Please, Andi, stay strong, sis, because you still deserve better. I don't care if this boy got a diamond coming out of his you know what. Pass, honey. Pass on it. Officer Carice is 30s to 50s, open ethnicity male or female. Zach has been arrested, and Officer Carice informs Zach that his lawyers have arrived to see him. So, y'all, we about to see a few episodes with Zach. Zach down bad, man. He's going to go away for the insider trading, at least while they investigate. We already saw in the trailer that, an agent shows up at the salon and asks Karen questions about Zach and where he lives, and then lets her know about the whole insider trading thing. And this is not going away easily. So, yeah. It's either that or it's going to be something surrounding Hayden. Now, the only thing is like he hasn't, well, he doesn't, but does he have an alibi? Yes, he has an alibi for the whole Hayden thing because he's working at the house when Fatima works all that out and has those dudes beat him up. So the workers at his house could have an alibi for that. So it's going to be one of those two things. My first thought is that it's going to be tied to the investigation with the insider trading stuff, but it could be Hayden trying to lie and say that it was Zach that beat him up and then get him arrested for that. So we gonna see. In the behind the scenes video, there's a clip of Fatima breaking up, the windows in Hayden's car, and that could be because he has not dropped it. It could be because he's the reason why Zach gets arrested and she ain't having it, and she just losing it. So either of those two things are the case, but either way, it's gonna be interesting. Bill Watts is 30s to 50, open ethnicity male. Bill is a lawyer sent by Jake to help Zach with his arrest. So that's going to be interesting. He's not a reoccurring character as of right now, so that's going to be interesting to see. Um, and remember this, y'all, because when I go through the rest of this, we're going to come back to Bill. Because something happens that I don't actually like and I'm kind of annoyed with, but we're going to talk about it when I get to that character. Kelly, late 20s, early 30s, open ethnicity, female. Kelly is on a date with Preston when his ex-girlfriend Danni approaches them. Danni, Danni. You had El Fuego coming up out your apartment. Even if y'all didn't sleep together, sis, you don't really want Preston. You want Preston when you feel like you can't have Preston. When you have him completely open there, cooking you food, rubbing your feet, cleaning your apartment, paying your rent, you don't want him. And then when he goes to work and then is I guess shacked up with his play cousin because he has nowhere else to live because he also fought his racist family for you. Now all of a sudden you want him. He got to talk to you all times of the day. He got to check in. He got to do this. He got to do that. I'm gonna need Danni to go ahead and release Preston. I know that Mignon talked on the Tyler Perry show about how we kind of let Preston off the hook too easily, and he broke into her house 2 times, and it's something with him. And in the trailer, we could see, she says like she doesn't talk, she doesn't say everything that she wants to say when it comes to him, and I think that that's the breakup scene. And my thing is, if all of this is true, if you really feel like he's a bad guy or you feel like he's not the right guy, then release him, sis. Stop dragging him through the mud. Stop dragging yourself around in circles. Go occupy your time with finding somebody else and or healing on your own, because I think that Danni has a lot to heal from in that she gives off, she doesn't want to allow herself to truly be happy. And I hate that for her. Will, 40s to 50s, open ethnicity male. Will is a contractor working at Zach's new home. He informs Fatima that Zach was arrested and he doesn't know if he'll receive payment. Boy, you gonna get your money. Relax. I can't. Delivery man Riley, 20, opens ethnicity male. Riley delivers endless bouquets of flowers to Sabrina from a suitor. So come on here, Prince Bio. He gonna be out here just showering Sabrina with flowers. They gonna have this bank full of flowers, which is interesting because it also looks like Gary showers Andi with flowers all throughout the damn law firm because we see flowers everywhere, including Fatima bringing one of them back to Andi's office when she walks in. So I guess the men are getting a hint this season of like bring flowers, even though we don't want to see it for Gary, but we're definitely here for for Sabrina being showered by Bio. So I'm totally here for that. Dr. Deck is 40s to 50s, open ethnicity female. Dr. Deck is Karen's obstetrician. She lets her know how far along she is. So yeah, y'all, Karen is actually pregnant, okay? I know that y'all want to hear it. I know that you don't want to feel it. Y'all know that you don't want to believe it. But Karen is actually pregnant because her obstetrician is going to actually tell her how far along she is. There's your confirmation right there. Do with it what you will. Now, is the baby Zach's or Aaron's? I actually did a video about it. Stated some really, really strong cases, I believe, for, who I think it is. And I ain't gonna tell you in this video, so go ahead and watch that. Link in the description box down below, as well as the cards above. Nurse Lisa Childs, 20s to 50s, open ethnicity, male or female. Nurse Lisa checks Karen into the hospital. This is just going to be another character to set the scene for Karen in her hospital moments. Officer Downs is 30s to 50s, open ethnicity, male or female. Officer Downs addressed an altercation between Zach and Hayden at Andi and Fatima's office. Okay, so maybe this is why Zach actually goes to jail, because he confronts Hayden, maybe slaps him around. And y'all, Hayden's already going to be on crutches after the beatdown that Fatima's goons gave him. And the fact that he still ain't letting up and he's still on some crap, that means that Zach feel like he got to do something. And that's going to happen at the law firm. And I ain't even mad at it. I mean, I don't want Zach to be down bad, but I also need Hayden to get it. And I don't know what it's going to take for him to get it, but let's just keep beating him until he get it. African Girl 1 and 2. This is two characters, y'all, and they are 14 to 20 black females. The African girls recognize Sabrina in the supermarket and ask for a photo with her. Sabrina discovers that her new lover is a prince, and a picture of she and her lover are on magazines in his home country. Child, not the groupies and the fans, honey. I don't know if Sabrina's ready for all this, but I hope Bio don't have no crap with him, and this is actually going to be a healthy relationship. Um, he definitely is giving a little bit, I guess, more masculine that Sabrina would be looking for. So it's going to be interesting to see what their actual conflict is going to be. I don't think it's just going to be if she can handle the spotlight, because Sabrina looks like a queen. She walks like a goddess. So I'm totally here for that. We'll see. D.A. Jefferson, 40s to 60s, open ethnicity, male. The district attorney informs Zach and Andi, his lawyer, about the severity of Zach's most recent arrest. This is what I was talking about. So what happened to Bill Watts? Because how did Andi become Zach's lawyer? Andi is a divorce attorney. Why in the hell is she representing Zach as a criminal defense attorney? Absolutely not. It's given she's going to lose. It's given Zach is going to rot in prison. It's given no thank you, Andi. Please take your ass back to your office with your power suits and be fine and cute and all of that. And please get me a real criminal defense attorney down here. Please. Somebody get Davis McLean on the line, because Andi is not going to cut it. Okay? She's just not. This ain't going to work for her as Zach's criminal defense attorney. And I don't know what Tyler Perry got cooking up, but I'm going to need him to stop it, because we need Zach out. Free my man Zach. The team of the series is coming. We don't need to be in and out of jail. We don't need to be having a struggle defense. All right, y'all. That is the 20 new characters that we will see in season 4 of Sistas on BET, created by Tyler Perry. Again, if you want to check out the descriptions for yourself and read them, you can hop on to ericavane.com. Link in the description box down below. Be sure to follow me on your favorite social media sites. I would love to know what you think, so let me know in the comment section. What character are you looking forward to seeing most? What storyline update are you most excited about? Or what do you actually not like and you ain't feeling at all? Let me know all of that and more in the comment section down below. Also, if you're new here, hit the that subscribe button. I come to you with new Sisters videos really regularly. I'm doing a new video every day leading up to the season 4 premiere because there's so much that we need to talk about. And we have the best community on the internet. So hit the subscribe button, join the tribe, and turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss any of my Sisters videos. Until the next one, Happy New Year. I love y'all and be safe.